So good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our class of numerical and statistical method subject. Okay, in this class, we are starting a new unit where we are going to discuss the problems related to the mean and variance of a random variable. So 100% in exam, you will get question based on this concept. So first, in this introductory class today, we're going to discuss how we can calculate the probability distribution. So the objective of today class is to do the calculation of probability distribution. So we'll focus on the calculation of probability distribution in today class. We'll not talk about mean and variance in today class. We'll only focus more on calculation of probability distribution. We'll talk about calculation of probability distribution. We'll talk about calculation of probability distribution. Okay. When we talk about the calculation of a probability distribution, here, like if you see this question number one, it is given like three cards are drawn from the pack of 52 playing cards. Okay, so I believe you are well aware about the playing cards. Okay, so you have 52 playing cards. So out of these 52 playing cards, 26 cards are red in color, 26 cards are black in color. When we talk about red cards, these red cards are having two kinds of symbol. Either they have a symbol of heart, or either they have symbol of diamond. We call them a suit, SUIT. So when we talk about suit, so the we're talking about suit, the red color suit is either diamond or either it would be heart. Okay, and then when we talk about black color cards, we have 26 black color cards where we have 13 black color card of a suit called spade, and we have 13 black card of a suit called spade club. We have 13 cards of a suit called club. So we have total four kinds of suit. We have spade, club, heart, and diamond. All are of 13, 13, 13. When we talk about these 13 cards, in that 13 card, we have nine numbered cards and we have four honored cards. Those honor cards are either king, queen, jack, or ace. Okay, so altogether, how many ace are there? There are total four ace are there. One ace is of diamond, one ace is of heart, one ace is of spade, one ace is of club, like that. So here, if you see this question number one, that if I pick three card after out of 52 playing card, so then your total probability will be how much? Total probability will be 52C3. Okay, so from 52 cards, if you draw three cards, then your total probability will be here, it will be 52C3. Okay, so whenever we work on probability, we work on the concept that random experiment without replacement. Okay, so from 52 cards, if I draw three cards, the number of ways this is possible is 52C3. Okay, then find the probability distribution of number of A's. So if I draw three cards, what can happen, guys? So out of 52 cards, if I draw three cards, I'm solving the first question. I can get a zero ace, or I can get one ace, or I can get two ace, or I can get three ace. I hope you understand. Total four ace is there. So what is P0? P0 means probability of getting zero ace. So probability that they want us three cards you're drawing. What is the probability distribution of number of ace? So probability distribution number ace means P0 means probability of getting zero ace. P0 means probability of getting zero ace. Then what is P1? P1 means probability of getting one ace. P1 means probability of getting one ace. That is P1, probability of getting one ace. Then what is P2? P2 means probability of getting two ace. P2 means probability of getting two ace. Similarly, what is P3? P3 means probability of getting three ace. P3 means probability of getting three ace. Okay, so we understood this. Now, once we understood this, then the next thing is that what is the probability distribution number of ways? So what is the if I draw three cards What is the probability I'll get 0 ace? That would be, means if you draw 3 cards and you want no ace in that, so favorable outcome it would be all the 3 cards should not be ace. So there are 4 ace are there. Total cards are 52, means all the 3 cards should not be ace. So that would be 48 C3 by 52 C3. So I need to find that. So because all the 3 cards should not be ace. So it would be nothing but that would be 48 by 52 into 47 by 51 into 47 by then 47 by 50. So you understood, right? So 48 by 52 into 47 by 51 into 46 by 50. So that will multiply, that will give us the answer. That is another way I can say that that is equal to 52 C3 by 48 C3 by 52 C3. So you will get around 4324 divided by 5525 divide by 5525. Similarly, probability of getting one ace. So if you are getting one ace, there are total 4 aces there. You get one ace. Okay, you are getting one ace. So that would be 4C3. That would be 4C3 into. So you get one ace. The other 2 card should not be ace. That should be 48C2 divide by 52C3. So find this value. So 4C1 into 48C2 divided by 52C3. So this value we need to find. So this value will be 1128 divided by 525525. Similarly, what is the probability of getting 2A's? That would be 4C2. Their total 4A's are there. You should get 2A's. So 4C2 into 48C1. Total you're drawing 3 cards, divide by 52C3. Just find this value. Just find this value. So what value you will get? So you can do calculation. So you can do that calculation to get that. That is equal to 72 by 5525. Similarly, probability of getting all the 3 cards should be is that would be 4C3 by 52C3. That would be 4C3 means 4. 4 by 5525 4C3. That would be 4 by then 52C3. So 4C3 by 52C3. So that would be 4 divided by 52 into 50. 4C3 means 4C3 is 4C1. Means then 52, 52 into 51 into 50. Okay. Divide by 6. Divide by 6. So 4C3 by 52C3, that would be 4C3 is 4, right? 4C0 is 1, 4C1 is 4. Okay, so that would be 4. Divide by 52 into 51 into 53. Divide by 6, right? Divide by 6, so I'll bring the 6 up. So if I solve this, this will be 6. This will be 2, and then this will be 17. Then this will be 26. Okay. This will be 26. This will be 25. This would be 13. So you can say this is equal to 1 by 13 into 17. That is 221, I guess. 17 3s are 51. Then 17 1s are 17. That would be 221. 221 into 25. So you'll get 1 by 5525. So this value you'll get. So this are your probability distribution. So this is what you need to do. Now, thing is that whenever we work on probability, and once we found the probability distribution, so how to prove that they belong to discrete distribution. So you should always remember that the sum of P0 plus P1 plus P2 plus P3, that should be equal to 1. You can prove that, and all should be all the values what you are getting, all the values what we are getting, that should be greater than 0. That should be greater than 0. That they should be greater than 0. So if both these conditions satisfy, means they belong to discrete distribution for the probability. Okay, so this I hope you understood. This very simple. Okay, so probability P0, P1, P2, P3. So you just need to find the individual probabilities of getting a 0 A's or 1 A's or 2 A's or all the 3 A's, all the 3 card A's. That is what you need to do here. Clear everyone? Anyone, any doubt? Similarly, if I see the second question, in today class, we are just talking about how we can determine the probability distribution. We are only talking about exam. You may get a question where already the probability distribution will be given to you. So you don't have to do effort to find the probability distribution. But in case if the probability distribution is not given, and you have to calculate the mean and variance. Suppose only the situation is given to you, and based upon the situation, you have to calculate the mean and variance. So we'll talk about the formula of how we can calculate mean. We'll talk about how we can calculate the variance. Right now, we are more interested is in determining the probability distribution. So if you see the question number 2, an uncontained 4 white ball and 6 red ball. 4 ball are drawn at random. Okay, from the what is the probability of the number of white ball? So if you have 4 white and you have 6 red ball and you are drawing 4 balls, so R is 4. Okay, and the question is that what is the probability distribution of number of white balls? So number of white ball, you're drawing 2 balls, so 4 balls. So probability distribution will be P0 plus P1 plus P2 plus P3 plus P4. That will be equal to 0. That will be equal to 1. Okay, I hope you are understood this. So what is P0? P0 would be the probability of getting 0 white ball, means all the ball are red. P1 would be the probability of getting 1 white ball. P2 would be probability of getting 2 white ball. P3 would be probability of getting 3 white ball. P4 would be probability of getting 4 white ball. So P0 means all the ball should be red. So this would be 6C4 divided by 10C4. 6C4 is 15. 10C4 is I think 210. 10 into 9 into 8 into 7 divide by 24. This is 210. Simplify it further if you want. This is 3 by 42. Then you can simplify it further. 3 by 14. 1 by 14. 1 by 14. 15 ones are 15. Then 4s are 60. So then probability of getting 1 white ball, that would be 4C1 into 6C3 divided by 10C4. 4C1 is 4, 6C3 is this 15 or 20. 6C3 is 20 divided by 210. It get cancelled. This would be 8 by 20. Then probability of getting 2 white ball, that would be 4C2 into 6C2 divided by 10C4. 4C2 is 6, 6C2 is 15, 10C4 is 100, 210. So this would be 2 by 70. Then this would be 3 by 14. This would be 7. 3 by 7. Then P3 would be probability of getting 3 white balls. That would be 4C3 into 6C1 divided by 10C4. 4C3 is 4, 6C1 is 6, 10C4 is 210. So this is 2za, this is 70za, this is 35za, this is 4 by 35. Then last one, P4. The P4 means all the balls should be white in color. 4C4 divided by 10C4. 4C4 is 1, 10C4 is 210. You got all the probability, right? P0, P1, P2, P3, P4. You got all the probability. Do the sum total of the probability. So the sum total of all the probability, that should be equal to 1. That should be equal to 1. So you can see that if you want, you can try P0 plus P1 plus P2 plus P3 plus P4. For appropriate probability distribution, you know that sum total of all the probability that should be equal to 1. If P0, if I'm doing correct, then it should be like that: 1 by 14, 8 by 21, 3 by 7, then 4 by 35, then 1 by 210. So the LCM would be 210. So in that case, this is 1 and then 5s are 15. 15 into 14, yeah, 15. Then this is 30, 90. Then this would be 30 by 5, 6 are 35, 6 are 624 plus 1. Then check this: 80 plus 90, 170, 175. 80 plus 90, 170. 9 plus 8, 17. 170, 170 plus 25. 170, 195, 195 plus 210. 195 plus 15. 195 plus 10 is 200. So 210 by 210. You understood, right? So this way you can find all the sum total of all the probability distribution. I hope this part clear with everyone. Third one, if you see, the third one, 4 bad oranges are mixed accidentally with 6 good oranges. So total you have 20 oranges. Find the probability distribution number of bad orange in a draw of 2 orange. So 4 bad orange are accidentally mixed with 6 good oranges. So 4 bad oranges are mixed with 16 good oranges. Total you have 20 oranges. Okay, and then you have to find the probability distribution of finding the bad orange in a draw of 2 orange. Okay, so in the draw of 2 orange, if I'm doing, so I need to find the probability distribution of bad oranges if I'm drawing 2 orange. So R is 2. So if I'm drawing 2 orange, it can be that none of the orange are bad. So it would be 16 C2 divided by 20 C2. It can be one bad orange. So that would be 4 C1 into 16 C1 divided by 20 C2. Then this is B2. That would be all the orange are bad. 4 C2 by 20 C2. So 16 C2 by 20 C2. You can, so this is nothing but 16 into 15 by 20 into 19. Okay, so this is 3 this is 4 then this is 12 by 19, then this is 4 into 16, 20 into 19 into 2. This is 10 then 2 by 5. This is 32 by 95. 4 C2 means 6, 20 C2 means 190. I'm not wrong. 20 into 19 by 10. That would be 3 by 95. You can do this. This would be your sum total of all probability distribution. So total you have 20 orange, 4 are bad, 16 are good, and you are drawing 2 oranges. What can happen? Clear, everyone? Any doubt, anyone? Then, if you see this question number 4, if you see your question number 4, an unbiased dice is thrown twice. What is the probability distribution of number of 6? How will you do that? Tell me the answer. Question number 4. Meghna Puja. Tell me the answer. Question number 4. A dice is thrown twice. What is the probability distribution of number of 6? Tell me the answer. How will you do that? Four. So if you see this fourth one, two dice are there. Okay, unbiased dice thrown twice means other way you can say, either you can say that one dice you thrown twice or two dice you thrown together once. Both mean same thing. So what is the probability of getting number of 6? So number of 6, what can happen? That you will not get any 6. Okay, or one time you get 6, or in both the time you get 6. You're thrown that two times and the total probability will be 1. So if both the time you thrown dice and none of the time you should get 6 means except 6 any of the number can come. So that would be 5 by 6 into 5 by 6. That would be 25 by 36. Probability of getting 1 times 6. 1 times 6 means any like first time I thrown it is not 6. Second time then it is 6. Or it can be first time 6, second time no 6. So that would be 10 by 36. 10 by 36 or 5 by 18. Then to both the time I thrown, I get 6. 1 by 6 into 1 by 6 means 1 by 36. If you do the total sum, you'll get 36 by 36 means 1. So clear? So this is the probability distribution. You can write 10 by 36 as 5 by 18. I kept it as 10 by 36 simply for doing the calculation purpose, to avoid doing LCM. So question number 5, two cards are drawn successfully with replacement. This is replacement with replacement. Normally, whenever we talk about probability, we believe on a random experiment without replacement. So whenever we talk about probability, we talk about random experiment without replacement. If it is given a replacement. So if it given a replacement, then it is like from 52 playing cards, I'm drawing two cards and then I'm keeping it back also. What is the probability? Two cards, no? So two times. What is the probability distribution of number of king? So so it can be like I'll get zero king or one king or two king. And the sum of probability distribution of this would be equal to 1. Okay, so two cards I draw, right? And both the cards should be king. So for the first card to be king, that would be 4 by 52. Sorry, this should not be king. No? So P0 means both the cards should not be king. So means 48 by 52 into 48 by 52. So for getting king, that is 4 by 52. For not getting king, that would be 48 by 52. Because already I told you the arrangement of cards already. So this would be what, 48. This is 12 by 13 into 12 by 13. So this is 144 by 169. Probability of getting one king. One king means 4. Here probability of getting one king. So one king here, if I talk about probability of getting one king, so it can be maybe that king you get uh, like the first card is king, so that will be 4 by 52. Next card is not king, that will be 48 by 52 plus the second the first card is not king, 48 by 52 into Second card is king, so that is 4 by 52. Here I cannot use NCR with replacement because NCR totally talks about without replacement. Okay, so whenever there's a replacement, I cannot use NCR. So this is nothing but that is 2 into 4 by 52 means 1 by 13 into 12 by 13, 24 by 169. And both the cards should be king. Both the cards should be king. So first card king 4 by 52. Second card king 4 by 52. That will be 1 by 169. You can do the sum. You can check 44 plus 25. You get 169 by 69. Clear, everyone? So right now we're only talking probability distribution. Next class when we'll do the question where the like this like in exam or when we do the problem, here it will be like this. Here the x is given and the probability is given. Okay, so show that the probability following distribution represent a discrete probability distribution. So how will you show that they follow a discrete probability distribution if your individual probabilities are greater than or equal to zero? Okay, and the sum of total probability distribution is one. So if they are satisfying this condition means they represent a discrete probability distribution. It means they represent a discrete probability distribution. It means they represent a discrete probability distribution. So once you understood that they represent a discrete probability distribution, then we'll do the calculation of mean and variance. Then we'll do the calculation of finding their mean and the variance. That we'll learn tomorrow. So right now, what we are focusing in today class, we are focusing in today class this calculation of probability distribution. So in case if the probability distribution is not given, only the data variable is given, then how will we do that? Like that, some kind of question like this if it comes. So like this. So two cards are drawn successfully with replacement from well shuffled playing card. Find the mean and the standard deviation of the number of A's. So here in this question, you can see there's no probability is given. Here, if you see, there's no probability is given. So without probability, how will we solve? So we need to first find the probability. Right now, we are learning how we can work on probability calculation. So question number 6, if you see question number 6, if you see an urn contain 4 white and 3 red ball, what is the probability distribution of number of red ball in a random draw of 3 ball? So I'm drawing 3 ball and an urn contain 4 white and 3 red ball. An urn contain 4 white, 3 red ball. An urn contain 4 white and 3 red ball. Okay, I'm drawing 3 ball means R is 3. What is the probability distribution of getting red ball? So you may get 0 red ball. 0 red ball means three balls you draw and none of the balls should be uh, red ball. 3 balls you draw and none of the balls should be red in color. So all the 3 are white in color. That would be 4 by 7 into 6 by 6 into 5 by 4. Clear? So you can do this. So this that would be 5 by 7. Either you do like this or you can say 4 C3. divide by 7C3. So you'll get the same thing. 4C3 is 4, 7C3. 4C3 is 4, 4C3 is 4, 7C3 is 37, C3 is 35, right? 7 into 6 into 5 divide by 3 factorial. This would be 35. Then it should be 4 by 35. Then it should be 4 by 35. So it should be 4 by 35. See this, you zero red ball means all the ball are white in color. That would be 4 by 7 into 3 by 6, sorry, into 2 by 5. Okay, so then this get cancelled. So this would be 4 by 35, which I told you earlier. And 4C1. 4C1 means one red ball and three white ball. One red ball, 3C1 into 4, one red ball and three white ball, divide by 7C. 3C1 is 3, 4C3 is 4, 7, this is 35. This is 12 by 35. Clear now everyone? Then two red ball. Two red ball means 3C2 into 4C, 3C2 into 4C1. Three ball you're playing, no, four ball you're playing, three ball you're playing. Here, if you draw three ball, then if you're getting one red ball, then it should be two, right? It should be 2, 4C2, it should be 6. So it should be 6. It should be 6. So it should be 18 by 36. 18 by 36. So this is 3C2 into 4C1 by 7C3. 3C2 is 3, 4C1 is 4, divided by 35. Means that would be 12 by 35. So probability of getting 0 red ball or 1 red ball or 2 red ball or 3 red ball. 3 red ball means all the balls are red in color. 3C3 by 7C3 means 1 by 35. Now if you do the sum of all probabilities should be equal to 1. You can check that. You can do the check that. So 4 plus 18, 22, 22 plus 12. 22 plus 12 is 34, 34 plus 1, 35. So you can see that you are getting 35 by 35. Clear everyone? Anyone, any doubt? So we are right now focusing only on the calculation of probability distribution, how we can work on probability distribution. Understood everyone? Any doubt, anyone? So we can use NCR. With NCR, we can always very easily we can find the probability distribution. Whenever we get the problem, we can easily find the probability distribution for that. Now see this question, question number 7. Do this question. Question number 7. Try this question number 7. So you have 10 item out of 10. You have 10 item out of 10. 3 are defective. 3 are defective and 7 are normal. Okay, and you draw 4 sample. Your R is 4. Okay, so here where X denote the number of defective item in the sample. Okay, so X denote the defective item in the sample. So what is the probability? Probability of getting 0 defective means all the 4 what you're drawing all should be normal. So that should be 7C4 divided by 10C4. Okay, 7C4 is 35. 10C4 is 10 into 9 into 8 into 7 divided by 24. That would be 210. Okay, then one defective, that is one defective means 3C1 into and other 3 are normal divided by 10C4. So 1 is defective, that is 3 into 7C3. 7C3 means 35 divided by 210. So then this would be equal to 105. This would be equal to 15105 by 210. I'm not trying to make them simplify. But again, for LCM, again, it becomes a headache for me. Okay, so then this is 2 defective means 3C2 into 7 C2 divided by 10 C4. 3C2 is 3, 7C2 is 21. So 21 by 35 by 210. This is 63 by 210. Okay, then all the 3 are defective. 3C3 by 10C4. 3C3. 3 are defective means 1 will be normal. Maximum defective are 3 only. So 7C1. 3C3 into 7C1 divided by 10C4. 3C3 is 1, 7C1 is 7. 7 by 210. So if you this would be the total probability distribution you can see. So if you do the sum of the total probability, that should be 210 by 210 means that should be equal to 1. So if I want, I can simplify them. So 35 by 210, that is 5 by 30 means 1 by 6. This is 1 by 2. This is 1 by 10. This is 1 by 30. Now if I ask you, probability distribution of X less than or equal to 1, probability here, if I ask you probability distribution of X less than or equal to 1. So this would be probability distribution 0 plus probability distribution of 1. 0 is 1 by 6. 1 is 1 by 2. LCM if you take, you will get 4 by 6 means 2 by 3. Clear everyone? Next one, they asking you probability distribution X less than 1. Probability distribution of X less than 1. X less than 1 means they're only talking probability distribution of 0. So the probability distribution getting 0. So 0 is 1 by 6. 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 Third one, probability distribution of x between 0 and 2. Means in other way, they ask me probability distribution of 1, and that is equal to 1 by 2 answer. Clear, everyone? Any doubt? Anyone, any doubt? Clear, right? Okay, guys, so this much we'll do today in this class. We'll continue our class tomorrow. Thank you, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow.